What's going on, guys? Reisshub back with another video, and in today's video I want to cover the EU Encore Cup that's going on this week. The rules have just been announced on Twitter by the official Fortnite competitive page, so I want to kind of run through the different rounds and how these are going to play out and what you actually need to do, who's eligible for what. No fancy intros, not too fancy editing on this video, I just kind of want to get it up so it's up there for the people to see. So in simple terms, there are 4 rounds in total. Round 1, round 2, the wild card round, and then the finals. So let's kind of get into each one. So round 1 is that first round, which is happening tomorrow, which is the 17th. The people who are eligible for this are the top 4,500 players. The rules state players, not teams. So it'll be top 1,500 teams, essentially, that are eligible through the PC FNCS. So basically, if you're in that based on the series leaderboard points from the trio FNCS, you have already qualified for this round. And from this round, you need to come in the top 198 teams. So on the leaderboard for this first day on round 1, you need to come in the top 198 spots to make it onto round 2. And this is almost kind of like an opens round, and then it comes to the semis round, if you want to think about it in that terms, which is round 2. Round 2, you're then going to need to come in the top 31 teams. So 31 teams to come out of this, so top 31 in this tournament. It's quite a big ask. It's not the easiest to come top 31 by any means at all. But if you notice, this then leaves 2 slots. And what do you do with these 2 slots? Well, that then goes on to what is essentially the third day of tournaments. And this is the wild card. So essentially, the top 31 teams have already qualified for that finals from round 2. And then there's 2 more slots if you do your maths correctly here. These 2 slots are from the wild card, so it'll be the top 2 teams from the wild card that go on into the grand finals. So there's 2 ways to get to the grand finals, essentially. If you've already qualified, you can make it through round 1 and then come top 31 in round 2, or you can come top 2 in the wild card. So top 2 teams in the wild card match, which is a very, very tough ask. So let's look into that wild card match, because that's what a lot of people are going to be looking at. Sorry, it's a wild card round, not a wild card match. A lot of these teams, it's open to anyone in contenders, which if you know anything about contenders cups means it's going to be an absolute W key fest for the teams who have not already qualified. The points format is mildly different. I'll come on to that in a little minute when at the end. However, this is going to be one of the biggest W key rounds ever, and I can already straight up say, to come in the top 2 of this, you need to be consistent, but on top of that, you have to W key and you have to get high eliminations as well, which I'll come on to later. So basically, 2 ways to get to the finals. Either go through the round 1 and then round 2, or if you weren't in that first slot to qualify for the round 1, you just need to go straight through the wildcard match and come top 2. So then you have the finals, which is a kind of classic custom style with 33 teams, same lobby. It's 6 games over 3 hours. So all the other tournaments are 3 hours long with 10 games. So round 1, round 2, and the wildcard round are all 10 games over 3 hours. However, the finals round, which is kind of complicated, but just like always, it's back to 6 games over 1 day. Over the FNCS, the round 3, the grand finals was all 6 games, and then a second day of another 6 games, so 12 total. However, this is just back to the format of 6 games across 1 day. Don't really like the fact that it's only 6 games. I would prefer it to be 8 to 10, maybe split across 2 days, maybe just a longer 1 day. I think that's too many games to have in 1 day, but still, we're kind of back to that format where the finals is only 6 games, so any team can win this by far. Now let's kind of look at the points format system a little bit and kind of break this one down and see how this goes on. So points format, it's kind of basically exactly the same as the FNCS. There are minor tweaks. It seems they've just multiplied every point threshold by 3. So you start getting points at 17th. This is, remember, teams, not players alive. So top 17 teams, when you start reaching that, you're going to get 3 points. And then from every single threshold on, you get another 3 points, all the way up until you get to 3rd. So essentially, once you get to 3rd, you're going to get another 6 points. Then when you come to 2nd, you're going to get 8 points. And then when you get that victory royale, you get another 14. So like big points for the victory. So if you counted properly, which I'm sure you didn't in your head, that's a total of 70 placement points. So 70 placement points available full stop, which is a lot. It's a lot of placement points, and each elimination is worth 4 points. That is in round 1, 2, and 4, aka the finals. So in those first 2 rounds, the ones you qualified through the PC, and then the second, the semis round, that one there is going to be that same threshold and the same kind of point format, and so is the finals. The only one that's going to have a slightly different format is the wildcard round, which is, remember, open to anyone in Contenders League. The wildcard match is going to, or sorry, the wildcard round is going to have a slightly different, where it's 3 points per elimination rather than 4, which makes the placement threshold a little bit more in favor of placement. However, again, it's just top 2 that needs to qualify through across 10 games. So it is quite literally just going to be a W key fest all the way through. So the point format doesn't even matter. It's going to be consistently getting high elimination games and picking up victory royales. Either way, I really like the way it goes from top 4,500 down to 198 and then down to top 31. That's so much better than we saw in the FNCS in terms of just that. We had like a huge threshold in the FNCS that it was really tough to qualify through. So I really like this, that going from 1,500 down to 198 teams. Really like it. If you've got any more questions, put them down below. I'll try and answer out as much as possible. Remember, open to the public unless you're already in the top 4,500, which a lot of you guys may have been. If you've ever basically made a semis and you played consistently through all of the other weeks, you probably should have qualified for that. The dates for it are tomorrow, which is the 17th, the 19th, the 20th, and then the 22nd. Let me check that. That's correct. 17th, 19th, 20th, and 22nd, and it is EU only. Again, like I said, if you have any more questions, leave them down in the comment section down below. Hope you have a good day. Catch you later. Peace.